Savior. Oh, yes, He's worthy. From the rising of the sun, oh, Lord, from the rise until the going down of the same. He's worthy. Anybody know that He's worthy? He's worthy. Oh, Lord. Praise Him. Oh, Lord. Talking about Jesus. He's my blessed. Pastor Smith preached, I hope that the Lord give me something to tie into what he was going to say tonight. And I believe that he did. Amen. I want to capture your attention, some of your senses to Mark chapter 4 to the other side. Amen. Pastor Smith crossed us from the Old Testament, and I want to carry us into the New Testament. Amen. And Pastor Sam going to shut it down. Amen. Amen. Again, Mark chapter 4, verse 35 says, let us cross over unto the other side. Amen. This is a difficult situation that the disciples are in. Of course, they have been in class all week. Amen. They've been in an agriculture class. Amen. Because Jesus has been teaching them through parables about the sower and the seed. Amen. It was synonymous to the kingdom of God. Amen. To strengthen their faith and to cause them to know that there are going to be some difficult days ahead. And if you are to remain faithful unto death, you've got to go through a stormy situation. And just for a few moments, I want to talk about how to handle the next level. How to handle the next level. It is my deepest desire to understand that all of us have been through some things this year. Amen. There have been people that we were connected to that are no longer here. Amen. Through a season of bereavement, a season of cutting season, those that have friends that you found out that they were no good for you and to you. Amen. There have been some people that you have cut out your life, amen, on the job, amen, because they tried to kill you from taking it to the next level, getting promotions. There have even been some people, amen, in your home you might have to cut loose, amen. 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 I'm going to say that again. There may be some people that you have been sleeping on the side of, that you find out that was not heading in the same direction that you desire to head into 2017. Amen. There are even been some people in our lives, amen, that we had to cut out at the church. I've come to discover that the most hellish and evil people are sometimes lingering at the church. Amen. Amen. There are some people, amen, that you cannot take in 2017. And so Jesus he taught his disciples a serious lesson. He wanted to know that if they were able to pass the test. And so when we look at this particular pericope, we see that they are in a storm. Amen. Amen. Jesus told them in verse 35, let us go unto the other side. And when we look at this text, we see three imminent antecedents. We see, first of all, in verse 35 to verse 36, if you are going to take life to the next level, you first have to embrace God's directives. Amen. In verse 37 and 38, not only must you embrace God's directive, but you must expect some difficulties. And lastly, my brothers and sisters, in verse 39 to verse 41, you've got to, after you embrace his directive, experience some difficulties, then you will experience God's deliverance. And so I just put the whole text into a nutshell and three alliteration points to let you know that if you can hang in there, everything will be all right. The text says in verse 35 again, he said, let us go unto the other side. If you're going to handle the next level, you've got to know that Jesus is not only in proximity, but his presence is with you no matter what comes your way. To go on to the other side was a 6-mile journey over the Sea of Galilee. And before they got to the other side of the sea, a storm arose. It's one thing for a storm to arise by yourself, but when Jesus is on board, amen. You've got to know in your heart, you've got to know, regardless to what happened in 2016, that God is with you. Whatever comes your way in 2017, you've got to know that you've got to sometimes embrace God's directive, because sometimes God will lead you into a storm, but you've got to know that he's with you in a storm. So you got to embrace his directive, the dialogue, his decision. But we see the disciples' departure. They don't know what's about to happen, but Jesus knows all about it. And some of you today, you have literally almost got to the point that you want to give up on God. You want to give up on family. You want to give up on those people that are connected to you, that are positive people in your life. You want to sometimes give up. You want to sometimes throw in the towel. But the Bible is telling you tonight that you've got to embrace God's directive. Some of the situations you are in tonight, you don't want to be in, but God is not causing it to bring about your disaster. He's not causing it to bring about your destruction. He's causing it to develop your faith. You got to embrace his directives. Secondly, as I close, I got 3 minutes. You got to expect some difficulties. Every day won't be Sunday. Sometimes you won't even see the Sabbath. But regardless to what happens on the sea, God is able to take you to shore. Because there's going to be some things not only that you got to deal with on the sea, but there's got to be some things when you get to the shore that there will be there to meet you there. There's going to be some difficulties on the shore, because do you know he could not get to Calvary if he did not get to shore. So many people only expect bad things to happen in a storm. Storm don't last always. It's a temporal situation. Go ahead. But if you're going to get beyond Calvary, you got to ride the storm. You've got to expect some difficulties. When you look at the difficulties that you must expect, you got to see the storm, the ship, and the sleeper. He's sleeping in a storm. And the disciples are fearful. They are afraid, but he just taught them a lesson on faith. The same thing that Jesus have done in this text, they could have done themselves. There's so many things that we expect God to do, we can do it on our own. Because he gives us a measure of faith. Not only must you expect the difficulties in life, not to give up, not to throw in the towel, but lastly, I got 60 seconds to let you know that you will experience deliverance. And I'm so glad tonight that Jesus, he awoke up. Do you hear me tonight? He awoke y'all. in the midst of the storm. And I'm so glad that Jesus, he was not in a coma. Oh no. I'm so glad that he got up, with a solution to the disciples' problem. And all I want to tell you tonight is, whatever you've been through in 2016, you got to know that a charge you have to keep and a God you have to glorify. Do I have a witness in here? I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. Is there anybody in here that can testify tonight that you've been a storm survivor? There's been lightning in your life. High waters in your life. And whatever came your way, you realize that Jesus can calm the storm. Do I have a witness in him? And I'm so glad, Dr. Smith, I'm so glad, Pastor Dupont, that Jesus works not only in the day, but he works on the night shift. You hear me? I wish I had a witness in him. On Friday, they hung him high. Saturday, he was in the grave. But early, I wish I had a witness in him.